All right, in this video we're going to be asked to find the sum of this geometric series, which goes like this: 3, 6, 12, 24, and so on, okay? So remember, our sum formula for a geometric series is this. It's a sub 1, our first term, times 1 minus r, which is the rate, or the common ratio, raised to the n. N is the number of terms, right? This one they want the sum of the first 8, all divided by that same 1 over r. Okay, so we just have to find those things and then plug them in. So the first thing it wants is a sub 1. A sub 1 is our first term. In this case, it's going to be 3. All right, the next thing it wants is an r. Here, that's the common ratio. Remember, you find r by doing the second term divided by the first. So in our case, it's 6 over 3, and of course, that is 2. Now, one thing, you can use any consecutive 2 terms to find that. 24 divided by 12 is also 2. So in this case, it's going to be a 2. All right, so then the last thing we need is the n, which we said earlier. That's the number of terms. And here, it wants the first 8 terms. All right, so now that I have all 3 of those things, we can plug into our formula, put in the calculator, and that should spit out the answer to us. Let's try it. So a sub 1, that's my 3, times 1 minus our common ratio, 2, raised to the n, which we said was 8. All right, and that's all in parentheses, divided by the 1 minus r. Again, 1 minus r is 2. And so we can just simplify this and plug it in. Now, the calculator is able to do a lot of this. I'll try to write down what's going on in my head here. 2 raised to the 8th is the first thing we have to do because of order of operations. So 2 to the 8th is 256. So now I'll have 3 times 1 minus 256, all divided by, and we can also do 1 minus 2 right now and get a negative 1. All right, so then we just simplify this a little bit. 1 minus 256 is a negative 255. Take that times 3. Put that all in the calculator. Times 3. And then lastly, we have to divide by a negative 1. And that gives us our final answer of 765. So, again, let's double check if this makes sense in our problem. It says find the sum of the first 8 terms in this series. It is getting very positive very quickly. 3, 6, 12, we're already up to 24. So if I add on another few terms to get the first 8, I think it makes sense where we'd have a positive 756 or 765.